What's up, everyone? Greatly appreciate you tuning in here today. Sorry it's been a while. Had things going on where I had school, work, and life going on, so I do apologize. But here today we are going to be doing a tutorial and also a review on some speed loaders. I plan on doing some shooting with live ammo using 9mm. I'm going to be using a 9mm PCC as well as a 9mm handgun. So I wanted to be able to shoot as much as possible without hurting the old thumb. I've reloaded ammo here in the past, so I know that it's a pain to try to load over and over again, especially when you got a group of people. You want to load as quickly as possible and have as much fun as possible. So we are going to be testing out a 3D printed speed loader. It only does single, so we'll see how it works. I'm hoping for the best. Then we have the ETS, the Elite Tactical Systems. This is a speed loader. It does 10 rounds at a time. You can do it by loading it singles if you have loose ammo, or if you've got one of those 50 packs, you can slide it in and then you can load it. And then obviously, good old dependable thumb. So we're going to go ahead and speed test and see how long it takes to go ahead and fill up 15 rounds using each one of these items. Let's get to it. And if you are interested in getting any kind of shirt that I'm wearing here, this is by Shield Republic. They have a whole slew of custom shirts. Mine is Call of Daddy, not Call of Duty, Call of Daddy. But I guess it is your duty if you're a daddy. But this is the parenting ops. They have a whole bunch of different kind of shirts. This is not sponsored by them, but I am absolutely in love with all of their merchandise. My wife only buys me a few at a time, but I would buy the whole store. But she likes buying for me, so I allow her to do that for me. It allows her to feel happy and special that she can buy something that anything off of their website, know that I'll be completely happy to get it. So if you want to get some of their stuff, go to their website, pick up a shirt or shirts today. Alright, so got those 3 mags here. I've got the SIG. I've got the clone pretty much the PMag clone of the Glock, and then we have our 2 27 and a 31 round mag Glock mags. This is the clone. This is the real deal. Here we have that 3D printed one. This looks like it's by Raind.com, RAEIND.com. Can do 9mm and 40. And then we have obviously the ETS group. So this is the ETS tactical system. Speed loading for 9mm and for 40. And obviously, good old thumbs. So we're going to go ahead and time them. Just going to do the 15 rounds on each. We're going to see how long it takes. This is a well-seasoned one. These are both brand new. And we're going to go ahead and see how they work. So let's go ahead and go off with the regular SIG mag. Start my time right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 28 seconds to get that one rounded up. Okay, now we'll go on to the real Glock one. Restart. 1, much easier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, this is a little difficult. 16. Number 17. Okay, so that one was about 10 seconds more. So it is new, hasn't been worn in, so it's just a tad bit difficult to get that thing all situated. So I got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, I've loaded this one up in the past. This spring is very heavy on this, so I am anticipating that it is going to probably be about 40 seconds or more. Here we go. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Come on. 15. Okay. This one was definitely much of a struggle. I think it was just me trying to get it into that right slot. But this one barely won over this. at least in regards to how much pressure I need to put into it. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to the 3D printed one. You can see how long it takes for each one of these mags. I am not going to be hand loading these ones with this speed loader, nor by hand, because obviously those three get the point across what your hands can do and what a speed loader can do. So let's go ahead and start off with that SIG. Make sure that thing is ready to go. Get my timer up and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, took about 35 seconds, which took more time than hand loading. Interesting. Now, the only benefit I could probably see this going is doing these large mags for a long period of time. But doing these small ones, I don't really see this being the greatest time saver. It'll probably be a thumb saver after a while, but it does take some getting used to. Make sure that it's properly balanced, and so that way the rounds aren't going in vertically when you're pressing this down. Because when I was doing it, I was doing it like this, but when I got a better hold, I was actually pushing down more in the front, and that helped stabilize the next round. So let's get on to the next two. Oopsies. Okay, reset that timer. So we have the Glock mag on, starting now. Oh, come on. I can definitely sense as it gets lower, it's much easier to try to get this loaded in. Now I think we did beat it by a couple seconds by using this, but the way that this thing is angled, it makes it kind of awkward, so I'd probably hold it against my body if I needed to, try to speed load that here. Okay, now we'll go ahead and work on this clone. Reset the timer. Resets. And go. I mean, I know that there's other speed loaders that are out there that are probably better for this. I know that there's some that are tailor-made for specific brands, so I could see those working out a lot better than this 3D printed one. And some of them, I believe, actually are spring loaded, so you actually just push it back with your thumb and then just get the next round in. But that was about the same as the other Glock mag. Now in this one, I can definitely test loading this by hand is much more stiff because of the spring that's inside of this than the real Glock one is. So I know that definitely makes a difference by hand. This, I didn't really know as much of a difference just because I was able to consistently use my hand to put pressure to get that loaded. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the bigger mags. Set this off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and speed load these here as well, just to kind of show you how long it would take to fill up these mags. Alright, so I have allocated exactly 47 rounds to go towards these three mags. This one has 17. These both have 15. Just trying to make that simple. So when we use the speed loader, we slice it in, then we flip it over and collapse the rounds. That's pretty much the idea of the speed loading, is that it's just that much easier. You can take these in, load them by hand, but at that point you might as well just be loading it by hand for these, I guess. But if you really want to, I mean, and it gets more difficult with these longer ones, sure, why not? Go ahead and take these, load all 10 rounds in there. I think this can take up to 15. Haven't really tried it with that. I know that I need a little bit of room to get this in, so 10 rounds is probably going to be the simplest amount to put in here without causing you any issues. One thing to bear in mind, although this is a universal speed loader, when the magazine goes in, you have to make sure that it is seated in all the way, otherwise those rounds will not be going inside properly. So we'll go ahead and get started. I will not have the mag in. We'll go ahead and test it that way. Speed from there. We recording? We are. Let's go. Okay, here's the clone mag that is seated all the way in. 10 rounds up. Get this in. Oh, you gotta make sure it's oriented. Okay, there's 10 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that one jumped over. Okay, that one's done. That is seated in all the way. Got 10 rounds up. 10 in. 5 up. 5 in. There's 15. Go ahead and put in our Glock mag. 10 in. Then our 7. So if you were really wanting to get a lot of these in because you're having a lot of friends shoot and you're just the guy that's reloading everything, holy cow, is that a time saver. But as long as they are in the cartridges here for the speed loading, I mean, that's going to be ideal. That is very, very nice. And each one of these was taking me almost 35 seconds a piece. And then you're having to hand load every single one. So less than a minute, you can get 47 rounds in, at least. Alright, and here we are down to the last little test to see exactly how well the speed loader really works. So, again, gotta make sure it's oriented right, loop in, slap in. This is a 31 round mag, this is a 27. So, got all my ducks in a row here. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Start up, load in the mag. There's 10. Up. There's 20. Looks like I missed that one. There's 30. And then the extra one. Done. Here's the extra 20. Oh, I lost one. Here's some of that styrofoam stuff. Oh, looks like I missed 2. I can still pick those off. 55 seconds, I was able to get over 50 rounds loaded up, even with me dropping a couple rounds here and there. But yeah, completely full, 27, completely full, 31. Now, can you imagine trying to do all that one at a time? I don't want to, because start compressing the rounds all the way down here, your spring's compressed all the way down to this little bit. That's a lot of rounds to compress. That's not a fun thing to do. But within 1 minute, I was able to get these 45 rounds down, and then with this one I was able to get more than 50 rounds. Almost 60 rounds. 60 rounds in a minute. That is 1 round per second that this little device can work. So with Elite Tactical Systems, I would definitely say that this thing is our #1 winner tonight. I mean, this will come in handy if you need something in a pinch to help get your rounds in if you're really tired of using your thumb. But these are definitely backpack worthy, something to throw into your range bag. That way you can reload without hurting your thumbs. So I would definitely say we have our winner. And thank you very much for tuning in here. I want to leave you with a quick little message that I found recently by Oliver Cromwell. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. He says, "Put your trust in God, my boys, but mind to keep your powder dry." See you on the next one.